I just want to make this video because I feel like the survival community, me included, we're kind of like the gluttons of the gaming industry. There's tons of indie games that come out labeled survival, and they have these different aspects that we enjoy, and we really eat it up. Even if we don't like it, even if we don't enjoy the meal, the game itself, we just continue to consume this subpar food, these subpar games. And then finally, after years of trash eating, junk food, and junk games, we are snuck in a dish that is magnificent. It is Wagyu beef. It is Wagyu steak, and I'm worried that as a community, as a whole, we'll just devour it the same way that we have devoured the previous junk food-filled binging episodes as a whole. Sons of the Forest, I think, is going to be one of the best survival games in recent memory, and an absolute stellar sequel to its originator, The Forest. It has everything that we as survival players would want. It has NPCs. If you don't want the NPCs, you literally just shoot them in the head if you can even stomach that. If not, then I guess they'll just follow you around and being a nuisance. It has cooperative abilities. The environment itself is gorgeous, lush, beautiful, and dangerous. There's more and more kinds of mutants and creatures we've never seen before, and honestly some that I've never even tried to imagine before. And I think that is something quite special, being able, at least for me, to see something that I've never seen before, even if it's something as small as a mutated creature. I think that's something that is worth celebrating because it shows that there's still something to learn, still imagination to explore, and not everything has been written down in stone. People can still make things that have not been made before, and that is refreshing. And so I suppose the point of this video is a call to the survival community to, once you get your hands on this game, it is to take your time with it, enjoy it. Don't scarf it down without thinking about how good we have it in that moment and how delicious this game actually is, with all of its missions, story, opportunities, exploration, realism. And honestly, I think that we're going to be okay for the most part. Even the predecessor, The Forest, the last 30 days, they've gained over 5,000 new players, have a current of 16,000 players, and a 30-day percent gain of 30%. All of these players are anticipating Sons of the Forest and are wanting to hammer out its predecessor as an appetizer to the main meal, the entree. And I think that is a wise and serious thing to do, to spend your time going over a game that you may have already played in anticipation for the next course. Even though it's 5 years old now, it's still a hallmark video game in many gamers' lives. And it's kind of a form of celebration. This is what gamers do when they want to honor some of their developers and some of the games that have impacted them the most deeply. They keep playing it, and they revisit it, and they see how it's matured, and they see how it's aged, and if a sequel comes out, they play it in anticipation of the sequel, because they want that congruent story. They want to remember freshly, as they did the first time, the end of the first game, to immediately carry over into the beginning of the second game. So I'm going to get off my soapbox now. Thank you all for watching and experiencing my point of view on this. I don't want to understate the importance of this sequel to the Survivor community as a whole. We really need to win. There's been a lot of great games out there, but a lot of times in the indie realm and smaller developers and just survivaling in general, it's been pretty sparse out there, and no pun intended, we are barely surviving. So this will be a welcome treat, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and happy surviving. Path out.